In this video, we're going to begin looking at how to convert a parametric equation into a Cartesian equation. Now, why would we want to do that? I mean, the whole point of parametric equations is that they are kind of more liberating, and we can also describe things more simply in parametric equations than we could in Cartesian. But sometimes it's nice to do this conversion to Cartesian because we're a bit more familiar with Cartesian. So in this video, we're going to look at how to convert using substitution. All right, so here's the first parametric equation that we saw in the previous video. How can we convert this to Cartesian? Cartesian meaning just x's and y's and no t in sight. Well, I'm going to show you the substitution method. And it's basically as simple as this. You could take this equation here and say that x minus 2 is t. And now we have a little substitution where we know that t is x minus 2. So we could just replace t with x minus 2 in our y equation here to get the square root of x minus 2. And indeed, if you plot y equals the square root of x minus 2, you get the same shaped graph that we saw when we plotted this on GeoGebra. So really simple little technique, just get t on its own, either from the x side or from the y side, and sub in. Let's have a look at another example. Okay, so here's a harder example. I've got x equals 1 over t minus 1 and y equals t squared plus 2. Now, once again, we want to get t on its own and substitute. And we could do that from either one. We could rearrange this one to get t on its own, or we could rearrange this one to get t on its own. It doesn't really matter. I'll do this one and get t on its own from here. So what I might begin by doing is taking the reciprocal of both sides. So if I do the reciprocal of the left-hand side, I get 1 over x. And if I do the reciprocal of the right-hand side, I get t minus 1. Add 1 to both sides, and I get 1 over x plus 1 is t. And now that's what I can substitute in here. So I get y equals, and then it's 1 over x plus 1 all squared plus 2. And now here is our Cartesian equation, just x's and y's. So substitution is the easiest one. As you'll see in the next few videos, it's not always possible, but when it is possible, which is usually when you've got no trigonometry in sight, it's the one you should use. See you in the next video where we look at trigonometric examples.